This is COVID-19 pandemic world news. This is an update on CDC mask-less guidelines, May 16, 2021. So let us begin with the feature presentation. CDC came up with the new guidelines as far as using mask if you have been fully vaccinated. The new guidelines say that you do not need any mask if you have been fully vaccinated. What is the definition of a fully vaccinated person? According to CDC, 2 weeks after the second dose in a 2-dose series such as Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, you should be able to function without using a mask. 2 weeks after a single-dose vaccine such as Johnson & Johnson, you can function normally without using mask indoors or outdoors. CDC says that you can resume your activities that you did prior to the pandemic. You can resume activities without wearing mask or staying 6 feet apart, except where required by federal, state, local, or territorial laws, rules, and regulations, including local business and workplace guidance. If you have been around someone who has COVID-19, you do not need to stay away from others or get tested unless you have symptoms. What about your children when you are outside the house, indoors or outdoors? Do they need mask? As far as children are concerned, they don't need mask when they are outdoors unless they are around people. They should wear mask when they are indoors and when they are with people other than the family members. Children should avoid large public gatherings. What if someone around you is not vaccinated? Did you know 40% of the people still haven't received the first dose of vaccine, and there are a good number of people who don't believe in vaccine or waiting for further results on the vaccine and waiting for FDA full approval? What about those people? Should they be wearing masks? Can they spread infection to people who have been vaccinated? CDC says the chances of catching COVID infection is very rare. Let me underscore the word very rare. It means it is not absolute. That means you can still catch COVID-19 infection with a variant virus, even if you are fully vaccinated. It just says extremely rare. It doesn't say the chances of getting are zero. No, that's not the case. Even if you catch COVID, based on the vaccine follow-up studies, it has been shown the symptoms are pretty mild and very rarely these patients need hospitalization. What about passengers on a plane? Do they need masks? If you're flying, you're in a closed environment, just like you're indoors with strangers or in a museum or any other public place. Should you be wearing mask? If you travel in the United States, first of all, you do not need to get tested or self-quarantine yourself after a travel. If you travel, you should still take steps to protect yourself and others. You will still be required to wear masks on planes, buses, trains, any type of public transportation within and outside the United States and at airports. What about international travel? Do you need to wear a mask? Of course you need to wear a mask, and also that depends upon the destination country guidelines as to what kind of documents you need in order to travel. You still need to show a negative test result or documentation of recovery from COVID-19 before boarding an international flight to the United States. And it's probably true if you are traveling outside the United States. More about international travel. If you are traveling from outside, you should still get tested 3 to 5 days after an international travel. You do not need to self-quarantine after arriving in the United States. Okay, what about children under 12 years? Yes, do they need to wear a mask? As we know, the vaccines have not been approved for children under 12 years. They should continue to wear masks, especially when they are indoors. What do you think? What about your children? Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching a COVID pandemic world news update, CDC guidelines regarding mask and vaccinated people. This is Triple N Media, and please do subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time.